Let's just start this over.
Oh, oh, you didn't get one.
Oh shit.
Y'all is
I already knew you probably tried to pull some shit like I don't even know what you did, but I know it got something to do with your ass. Good
well,
night, people. It's your world's favorite male chauvinist.
Oh, dear.
y'all know how we do this. Welcome to Sin City Radio. This your boy Cash, chilling as usual. Inconspicuous by his absence is Father Time. He won't be on today, so the inmates are running the asylum tonight. So maybe that's what happened. That's why we was all fucked up. They don't know. But we're on now. So what's good, people?
You need a song for that.
You said I need a song for that?
Yeah, she need a song for that.
Song or a song? Man, is you talking to me?
Song. Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking out loud.
I ain't fucking with you today, peaceful. All right, check this out, y'all. Before we even get to any conversation that we gonna have or say tonight, man, I just got to bring up the situation that happened in Texas. Sorry about that, y'all. The 18-year-old that killed all the kids and the adults in elementary school. What the fuck is going on, y'all? I mean, you get an 18-year-old kid who says he's being bullied at his school, gets two AR-15s, post them. Now, I'm not sure if he posted them and said what he was going to do with them, but nevertheless, he posted them. And on his way, I'm assuming that he was going to his school, but on the way, he crashed and ran inside the elementary school and started killing kids. What the fuck, y'all?
How
I
you get the
mean,
gun anyway? What, don't they get them, them long rifle guns? Is that a long rifle gun, AR-15?
it's an
Yeah.
assault weapon, yeah.
Okay.
Let me guess. Was it European?
No, he was actually
Hispanic.
yeah, he was
Yeah.
Hispanic.
Close enough.
Man, but
Oh, my God.
they said prior to that he shot his grandmother before he left the house. So this dude just was on a fucking mission.
He just didn't care.
Well, he had done lost it.
Man, these kids damaged, man.
But they said he had been bullied, so I'm trying to figure out though, even with that being said, man, I mean, god damn. That's just a bunch of bullshit, man. You know what I'm saying? Then and then shot it out with the fucking police.
What you doing, Mama? He out there a lot.
And he probably was just ready to die at that point.
I mean, because he knew if
They're not trying to go to jail or nothing.
yeah, because he went to jail. Somebody was gonna make him a bitch for real.
Right.
I definitely did. What's up,
Wow.
Tori? What's up, big boy? I don't know, man. Like I say, this shit just getting too unreal for me. I mean, shit. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers say, well, we're going to take our kids out of these black schools and all this, that, and other to try to give them a better education. But these motherfuckers is coming in this motherfucker shooting them bitches up.
I mean, this little dude had some. He didn't have no He had some you did.
Oh yeah, he wasn't playing.
Yeah, he definitely exercised his amendment on his birthday. On top of that, wait a minute, that's illegal. If he did this on his 18th birthday, he wasn't actually eligible to buy them firearms.
Right.
If it's his exact day, if it's his exact day, he was not eligible. But on the next day, he was.
Okay. Now here's the interesting fact. Yeah, okay, boom. My brother just posted an interesting fact. The medicine that he was on, he said, do you know the same medicine a lot of school shooters was taking? So y'all think it definitely it could be in the medicine that these motherfuckers is giving them? I would love to know what kind of medicine they actually giving their ass.
Yeah, it could be a lack. It could be a lack of an ass whooping at home too.
Well, I mean, he's getting bullied, so he don't seem
You
like
gotta-
the type that's probably gonna be doing all type of shit at home.
Okay, but now, okay, hold on. The plot thickens. They say, but he had $4,000 worth of guns. Who bought the guns attached? Wait a minute. Who bought the gun attachments on the two guns that scopes that cost $700? Why is this boy getting money like this to buy these fucking guns?
They said he worked at Wendy's.
Oh, he did work.
Job at Wendy's.
Also,
He was working.
yeah, he was a manager at Wendy's. I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
So this little motherfucker, he just spent his whole check on motherfucker. He had that this shit planned for a minute. What's up, Anna?
Mm-hmm.
He had to have this shit planned for a minute. Because he done bought $4,000 worth of motherfucker. He $4,000 worth of motherfucking guns and ammunition and all this type of shit. God damn.
They said he dropped a bag. He dropped a bag at the front door of ammunition.
So you already know what his whole intent was.
Yeah, he was really with the shit. Mm-hmm.
So I mean, shit. Apparently they already then psychoanalyzed this motherfucker's being crazy. So I mean, damn, they don't keep an eye on this motherfucker. What I mean, I know you can't keep an eye on every given person at every given moment, but god damn.
He wasn't too crazy. He wasn't too crazy. He had a plan.
They pass that medication out like it's candy.
Mm.
And it tells you, you know, I'm sure people, you know, some people look at it, some people don't. But you need to look at what the side effects are. Hell, some side effects, it makes you depressed. It makes you have more anxiety. It gives you other symptoms, you know, than what you even went in there trying to get fixed. So people need to be careful about that medicine. It's not no joke. It's not for play. Like people think, you know, oh, I'm just trying to get one thing fixed. You get one thing fixed, it's going to cause a problem for something else.
That's true. Damn, that's just, I mean, you know, I really felt bad about when I heard about this. Like, wow, what the fuck? Like, man, I think it was to right now, I'm not even sure if the number then escalated, but last I checked, it was like 19 kids and 2 adults. And these kids was like little kids, like ranging from 10 and shit like that. These kids ain't even had a chance to live yet, man. And y'all fuck around and this some bitch come and do some shit like that. That shit just wrong, man. I know I joke and bullshit and laugh about a lot of shit, man, but that shit right there, that's just totally wrong. To do these kids the way you did them, shit. That shit was just wrong.
Do you know what a 5.56 round can do?
Shit, that damn thing go through concrete.
Exactly.
And that's what he was shooting these kids with.
Wow.
These babies didn't have a
chance.
yeah, these babies didn't have a chance in hell, man.
Damn, he was hitting kids with jackhammers, man. Damn.
I mean, he literally, and I'm not even trying to be funny or trying to paint a fucked up picture, but he was literally blowing them little kids clear across the room. That's how powerful that shit was.
He was, man, more than that. He was hitting 3-4 of them with the same one, man.
Right.
Every bullet was able, maybe even 6.
Right. Okay, we got a new caller. Caller, what's happening?
What's good, John Stanton? What's happening?
What's up with you, Stanton?
Hey, what's happening, man? I just came to jump into this quick ass conversation right quick. I want to say fuck Texas, fuck the governor, fuck all the Republican states, because all that shit's a fucking setup. They setting their asses up by design because these kids can get these motherfucking weapons easy as fuck now.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be 10 times worse now, because now they lifted this.
Yeah.
It's over now.
Yeah, because now in June they got the state of Indiana. You don't need a permit or license to get a motherfucking carry a weapon now and shit like that. They know what the fuck they doing. They setting all our asses up. And Texas already on top of shit. They want the government want to say, well, you know, he got a mental, he might be going through something mentally. No, the shit is you gave them motherfuckers a pass to start getting all that shit.
Exactly.
Right to the background checks and all that shit. You know, you give them motherfuckers, you know these motherfuckers crazy. The gun shop, he can't say no to the motherfucker. He got the money. You know, and then the school that he went to, it consists of 2nd, 3rd, and 4th graders. 2nd, 3rd, and 4th graders, man, to call my grandkids last night, man, I was in tears like a motherfucker over some shit like that.
Right, that's crazy,
you
dog.
Don't come in and do some shit. Just imagine this. Everybody, because when they kept showing parents and shit like that, screaming and crying and worrying about their babies, imagine them babies, man, hiding up underneath their desk. They can't get into their regular earthquake drill because the teacher on the floor dead with blood coming from their kids, the friends next to them on the ground underneath the desk with blood coming. Everybody trying to run and don't know where to run to. They running out in the street. They don't know how to get home. They just running every fucking way, man. Them kids are traumatized for the rest of their fucking lives.
You think they not?
Yeah, man. Now they say the death count is at 22 now. The other teacher, and they did like that was in critical condition. She didn't pass away. Now it's 22, motherfuckers.
Oh, so it's 22 now, because I remember last I heard it was 21.
So, yeah, they talking about the second one, the last one today.
Damn, that's so.
They interviewed his grandfather. His grandfather said, you know, him and his mother used to get into it because the mother moved a boyfriend in the house. They've been living there for a year, so they used to fight back and forth, him and the mother. He comes from Montana, wherever he comes from, and he say he goes to the high school. He getting bullied because he's poor and he got no good clothes on and everything like that. Everybody bullying him. That's some bullshit. I don't give a fuck. They don't mean go to no 2nd, 3rd, 4th grade class and go kill a bunch of motherfuckers.
Right.
Then they interviewed neighbors. Neighbors said he was upset because they said he wouldn't graduate. Man, all this shit, man. I'm like, man.
But they said he barely even went to fucking school.
Yeah, that's what they were saying. So, and it's like you just don't do no shit like that, man. Then when they had the governor of Texas on the news and shit, they talking about the one Democratic governor that's running for governor. He said, man, you full of shit, motherfucker. He said, man, you a bitch. He called him a straight out bitch on TV. He said, you full of shit, bitch. And the police had to score him out. He said, man, the reason why these motherfuckers people doing this shit in Texas and stuff because you signed the bill to let all these motherfuckers do whatever the fuck they want to. You can be fucking blind like Stevie Wonder come here and say, I want me an AR-15. Here you go, bud.
Now, you know what, man? Anna just posed a question, which I think is a good ass question. Since we know the system ain't gonna change, what do? Do we teach our kids how to use guns and take them to school for their safety? Well, I mean, what are we supposed to do?
Me, I would say, man, look, I'm gonna just keep it 1,000, man. The real OGs that was on the street before all these young motherfuckers went crazy, kids had to look up to somebody. And they looked up to the OGs, motherfuckers out here doing the drugs, doing the shooting, the gangbangers, and all that shit like that. It's time for the real OGs to step up to the plate and talk to these motherfuckers, man. We got to bring them down some notches, man, because everybody can't be out here carjacking, stealing cars, and killing babies. You mean tell me you can't go to the grocery store? You can't go to church? You can't go to motherfucking daycare school or early learning, whatever you want, elementary?
But see, you gotta
Something got
understand.
to give.
You gotta understand, Statter. The world we live in, a village not raising a child no more. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's so hell bent. Like you, man, these motherfuckers nowadays, they see that their kid is so fucked up, and they won't even try to go get this kid no help.
And you know the reason why? It's the setup. Everything has been set up where you can't do anything to the kids no more. You can't chastise them. The village can't raise them no more. The parents afraid of them. They doing this, they doing that. 13-year-old motherfucking kid shot a police officer in the back yesterday and shit like that. Luckily they caught the motherfucker. You know, and I sit back. The system got it all the way set up where they want to break the black families up, break the fathers away. They want to have these motherfuckers doing this. Everybody doing. You go to a white community, the white area, man. Them motherfuckers quiet as fuck, man. They ride around on golf carts. Man, you get out to our motherfucking area, get out in the motherfucking city, the urban area and shit, man. Motherfuckers shooting, police chases everywhere, down and shit. Then you look at the wanted ads, man. All you see is black motherfuckers like slaves in a cell, man. Looking like fucking slaves in a cell.
But I mean,
so what we do? The parents need to be teaching their kids, how to protect themselves and survival techniques. If people not teaching their kids survival techniques, I don't care how young they are, then you're doing them an injustice. Because you could probably protect them as much as you can inside the house while they with you, but they have to be able to learn how to protect themselves when they not with you. True. And I'm not saying you can't, foresee every situation, because sometimes things are gonna happen, but at least prepare them. When you send your child out there and you didn't even prepare them for things such as this that could happen, I was teaching my kids real young if they ever get in any type of situation, especially the girls, kidnappings and all that type of shit. I was teaching them all types of survival skills if something happened to them.
Right. That's a good mother right there. It's a good mother. But like you're saying, though, teaching survival skills almost like teaching like taekwondo, karate, discipline them and everything like that. Only use it when you have to.
Right.
I get it. I see it.
Dude, I remember when we were young, like, and for everything that everybody always said about the projects was this, the projects was that. They used to teach us a self-defense class. I think it was like chill. I know you probably remember it. A self-defense class, I think like every Monday, Wednesday, or Wednesday, Thursday, they would actually they had a sensei to come in and teach us a self-defense class every week. I mean, because it was brutal. Oh, we got another caller. Caller, what's happening?
Hey, this T.
What's up, T?
It's a real sad situation, especially when I just had a situation myself. This was basically a grown man harassing my kids with a pit bull and they friends. But it also has to start with us. We have to get out and vote and get these people out of office that's not willing to change the laws that's meant to keep us oppressed and down. We have to, it seems like we can't win the fight against them no other way. It was proven when we stood as a people and got Trump out of there. If we stand as a people, we powerful. We have to stand together as a people to make the changes that we want to see. We're not going to make them make the changes. So we have to stand together as a people to force the changes to be made. And the number one thing is our vote. We got to start voting and getting these people out of office. The NRA making these big political contributions to these campaigns
That's
to
right.
these
That's right.
people, they not going nowhere unless we come together, take our neighborhoods back, stand up and vote, take our children back. You know, as a mother, I'm always in my kids' room rambling, going through their stuff to see what they got in their room. Because again, where they getting this stuff from? You know, as a mother, when your child out here foul,
That's a
I,
good
I,
point.
I just don't
Mm-hmm.
understand a mother saying that they didn't know my child is. No, you know when your child out here foul. You know when your
Right.
child coming home with shit you can't afford, they can't afford,
Do
and you
you?
getting by. I couldn't.
But do you?
I couldn't come
Hold on,
to my
man.
mother's house with nothing that my mother didn't buy.
I want to get
I
the
could not-
devil in the room right now.
What? Hold on, Wick. Nah, Wick. Nah, I brought you in. Nah.
How y'all doing? Oh, before right now. All right. How y'all doing?
All right, now what was you about to say? Wick,
Miss Lady,
Wick, what was you about to say?
I'm getting the devil in the room. I'm getting the devil in the room, right?
All right, what did you say then?
Most of this shit starts at home. Can you hear me?
We said that.
Okay. And then we go back to we look. Oh, by the way, before I even go up, I'm gonna say this: we don't lose before we win. What's gonna happen? If they change the gun law, they gonna go with it's gonna be more on black people, like the what was it called? What's it called? Jim Crow. That's what they gonna do for us. It's the Jim Crow law. They gonna do on that goddamn law shit. And only way we need to vote.
But when y'all say we need to vote, people need to vote and learn, not just vote, but get to know the person that you voting for. People just vote.
Right.
I agree. Somebody say, "Oh, I'm Democrat all the way. I'm Democrat," but that Democrat motherfucker might not be shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. Everybody needs to look and see and learn about what that person is fighting for, what they motives are. You know, things like that. People just, you know, and I'm not saying I'm glad people are voting for those that do vote, but, you know, others do need to vote. But when you vote, don't just vote. Vote, you know, learn about that person, you know, because a Republican might be better than the Democrat.
Queen Janine,
You just don't know.
I got a question. No, Queen Janine, I got a question for you on this.
Mm-hmm.
What you would have voted for? Not Biden, but you just voted for the black president.
What?
Yeah, I voted for Obama.
No, what you have voted is the things he did didn't really help us.
Well, you gotta understand one thing, Wick. You gotta understand one thing. That's because we got a black president here. When Obama came in, Miss McConnell said whatever they was gonna put on the table, they was gonna vote it down. Okay.
Right.
This is why you gotta learn everything about strategic type motherfuckers. I put this. I like what T said about the NRA because I put the NRA list up today. Who on the NRA? Who's collecting money and who's giving money back and forth? All Republicans. So once you get all these Republicans out, because they ain't changing no gun laws because they get money. You see what I'm saying? They getting that bag big. So every time Democrats say, "No, we need to make stricter gun law," they're like, "No, fuck that. We ain't doing that shit." So once we get these damn clowns out the damn office,
no, that's what's wrong with the world. We always sit up. I really, back in the day, I really wish that aliens come down here and show us we don't know age. I really do.
Aliens, dog.
I really do because I really do because we think we know everything, bro.
First of all, don't
really do.
No,
shut
we don't.
them down on the aliens because they didn't came out. They said that they here.
I just said.
The government then finally came out and
I
said
would-
they're here.
But
They're here. They're flying around.
I got another one. The only time we ever in America that I've been around in this decade, I hate to bring this up, but it was the 9/11. After 9/11, I was able to walk to people, have fake white people and anything, bro. Come on, bro. We need a goddamn. That's what's wrong with America. To get us together, we have to have something to happen. Bad shit. And that's fucked up. That's what I'm talking about. It's fucked up for us to think like that. Think about it. When can we answer? And as I say, I call y'all human. We human.
Fuck you mean you call us human?
Same way. Everybody put their pants on the same way. Everybody put their pants on the same way, bro.
You don't? You saying you call us humans, but you an alien?
I'm here to protect my people.
Oh, here we go.
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what or who I am sometimes, but I am here to protect my people. How about that?
I mean, shit. I don't be know who I am after six or seven shots of that motherfucking shit either.
Can I please finish what I was
Go ahead, man. Wrap it up. Wrap it up, B. Wrap it up.
I'm gonna wrap it up real quick. This is the problem. We don't believe in each other. The government always gonna make money. I looked it up, bro. You know the big one that's sitting in that picture? This motherfucker is making more money and money. How you making money and we ain't getting money? I'm done.
I just feel like all these Republicans, they are all. I don't care if you talk about Republicans or Democrats, they all get money. So if people, if people do
Exactly. They all in cahoots.
better than
Yeah, they all getting them.
That's just like you get a defense lawyer. I'm saying now you get a defense. The motherfuckers they bam. Okay, Jim. We looking at him with doing 10 years. Well, I only want him to do 5. All right, well, if he do 5, then this 15. All right, well, which crimes was the most? Man, they play this game, man, and that shit is fixated on okay. But you may have a point there, dog. Because I really don't think that there's no such thing as gun control. Like, look at talking about what you can't have no guns, this and now. And look at them, look at the murder in Chicago alone.
With that, and look what, and then look, and to the other, I already said, because he was mixed. If he was a white guy, then they gave him a goddamn hamburger, bro.
Okay, you know what? Hold on.
bro.
Hold on, bro.
Come
Damn.
on, bro.
I
Think
said,
about it.
hold on, man. I'm getting to your point. Now, I do believe, personally, I believe there's a lot of truth in what you just said. I do want to ask, I'm going to start with Stanley. Stanley, do you think if he was Caucasian, do you think that he would have survived that? 19 kids, three, do you think he'd have walked out of there?
Yep. In a heartbeat.
Okay.
They're like, oh, he put his gun down and surrendered and walked his ass out, just like the grocery store dude.
Okay. What about you, Peaceful?
Got a bump of scratch nowhere.
Thank you.
Peaceful.
What they trying to do.
Wait, I didn't call your name, dog.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Unscathed, man.
Unscathed.
Unbothered. And they would have gave that motherfucker his own motherfucking holiday. Real shit.
Well, holiday. Okay. All right, T.
So most definitely he would have walked away, like all the rest of them do.
Okay.
What I'm about
But
to say is, I never do what I didn't know. Okay.
Janine, what about you?
I agree.
So we all in agreement.
They stand to be able to. Yeah, we all in agreement on that one.
And that's the sad. I mean, that's sad. And we know it. I mean, we all know if he was Caucasian, he would have walked. And like what was it? I think Stanton just said it. He'd have put that gun down and walked away with his hands up. They'd have just took him on out. With all the with 19 fucking kids just slaughtered. Because that's what it was. It was a fucking slaughter.
Mm-hmm.
And gave him a hamburger and everything else and told him going about his business. Man. You know, and the thing about it, man, it is sad.
They need to go back to the old school torture.
Shit, yeah.
Old school punishment.
Yeah, but it's only gonna be for us.
Well, you know what I've always said, you know, we ain't nothing, you know, all that, us not doing nothing, us talking about it, us getting together and talking about what we gonna do. I ain't never said that's ever gonna get us nowhere. Until we start hitting back, that's the only time I feel like they gonna start taking us serious. And I'm not saying they not. Of this, of being nice, of being placid, of being, you know, just you know, trying to do it the right way. You know, trying to do that. Shut down the Black Panthers so fast. Because them motherfuckers was like, fuck, but that's what we need.
Right.
Oh, we definitely need.
You know what's
Scares
crazy?
them. That's what scares them. And then you get all of us together, because all of us minorities, because now y'all been fucking with the Asian community, y'all fucking with the Chinese, the Asians, you've been trying to keep the Hispanics out the fucking country, shit like that. Now you get all of us together against their ass, then what do you got?
Right.
I agree. Because have you ever noticed, and I'm not trying to be funny or nothing, but like we put it could be just let's just it could be they are looking like every that shit.
It's like, but then it's like for us, if we know we got that much power, why aren't we using it? Because they definitely intimidated by us. And you don't even have to have the education. I pretty much worked my way up in the company to where I had the CEO's bank account number. I knew how much money was in the company's bank account, and then nobody else really. I could tell them to the cent how much money the company had. Mm-hmm. So you don't really have to have education, but if you just got confidence, you just
right. The reason we not using our power have done for us to so many motherfucking years and centuries. We know, just like what y'all just said, you got 20 black people in the room, 20 white people in the room. White people nervous as hell because they know at any given moment of time we owe them back. Why white people don't fuck with China and shit because China fought back on their ass and shit. That's
pretty much power. Why?
Right, because we need to take our power.
You know, I can give you a reason. I can give you a reason because half of us are not to be trusted. Half of us will flip on the half of us will flip on the other half just to get instead of saying we could get all the power. Half of us would flip just to get a 1/3 of the power that they give it. Okay, we're gonna give you this 1/3, But then they so fucking scary, they don't even realize that shit. Hey, you stay behind us and we all work together. Fuck that 1/3. We can take the whole motherfucking 100%.
Mm-hmm.
And see, that's my point. We have to come to the place where we got to stick together. If we could stick together, everything else fall in place.
You right, T. But let me ask you
If
something.
it's us together, everything else fall in place.
But T, let me ask you something.
People believing in themselves.
Right, that too. But T, let me ask you, how many times you done been at a job where, like we said, we already know that they intimidated. How many times had it had the and I'm just gonna say, how many times had a token black motherfucker fucked you over?
I used to always get it because I run my mouth. So they will always go back. You know, we all huddling up talking, you know, because something happened and we pissed off. You know what I'm saying? And everybody huddled up talking.
Yeah,
And
singing Kumbaya.
You know, a manager walked past to see us talking and go to secretly pulling people in, and it was always what Talisha said. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I had a trick. I backed their asses up from that too. I stopped their asses from pulling me in. Yeah, we're hearing things. We're hearing you saying things. And like I told them, well, if you heard it, that meant I didn't mind it being repeated. Because anything I don't want to be told, I know to keep it to myself.
There you go. I'm just saying. It ain't, and I'm saying it ain't that. It's us that's running back. It's us running back.
A lot of times, but that's where we don't back down. That's where we don't back down. See, they used to us backing down. That's where we don't back down. I used to get that ass hell in that corporate office that I worked in. But and they wanted to get rid of me so bad, but my work spoke for itself. I was the best of the best. And see, that's the thing for us, you know, because there was a few times they almost knocked me off my square and I almost snapped, because they'll push you to that point.
Oh, definitely.
They will definitely try to push you to that point. So it's been a few times where I was almost knocked off my square, but you know, you just got to learn how to play that game with them. You really have to learn how to play that game. And we got what it takes to beat them at their game every time. Because what they do is they go run to school and get all these degrees and stuff and think because I got these, I'm certified and I'm a doctorate and I'm this and I'm that you know, that's they end all be all. They don't even have common sense. I mean, they used to piss me off asking me to fill out simple ass forms at work. Like, bitch, you getting paid all this money and you can't fill out this form?
Yeah.
All I know is they done stole every goddamn thing that we invented and said it was theirs. Okay.
Right.
Come on, now.
They done took every goddamn thing. And like I was saying earlier, the reason why we need to go to war with the motherfuckers is like you motherfuckers be celebrating Cinco de Mayo and shit. We be fucking around March, we put on some goddamn green shit, celebrate St. Patrick's Day. These motherfuckers have made cool with all these motherfuckers because they done fought back. But what did we do as African Americans and shit? We joined the army with the white motherfuckers that go fight against these motherfuckers. So we had no backbone structure.
We just now getting Juneteenth, and that ain't, you know.
Yeah. And see, a lot of people don't even understand what Juneteenth is. They don't even know what Juneteenth is. That was the last of the slaves from Texas released. So it's fucked up all the way around. But we need to, you know what I'm saying?
How ironic, Texas.
I'm gonna say this. Right. And the one thing I want to say, you notice lately, you ain't seen no ministers, nobody walking, stop the violence, nobody outside no more. You ain't seen no preachers. You ain't seen nobody come up to the plate. And they sit up there, they watching all this shit going on, and ain't nobody said a fucking word, man.
Man, you know what, man? Look here. People used to always say, everybody used to always say, well, why Michael? They billionaires. Why they don't never say, why they don't say nothing? Because they want to stay billionaires.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
They let them know what they can work with.
Even though they're rich, they really don't. I mean, they got power, but they don't have power.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? I honestly don't look up to Michael Jordan or Oprah Winfrey to give us strength. I look at the person in the neighborhood, the next door neighbor or somebody.
Right. Exactly.
That's where it starts at.
Right. We got to bring back the block clubs and stuff. We used to have them neighborhood block clubs. We had where everybody put the light pole in their yard. They automatically come on at a certain time because these streets around here is dark. So I'm like, well, hell, it's so many people getting killed in it. It's easy to sneak up on the mud. It's pitch black around here. Like it's just as dark as here.
Well, and then like you say, like you just said, nobody even protecting. They're not even protecting our elderly no more. I mean, do you know how many times that I myself personally took Miss Shivers' bags in the house? Miss Shivers.
That's my grandma.
Oh.
I stayed right next door to him, so it was just an automatic. We could be doing whatever the fuck we could be doing something we know we ain't got no business doing. Oh, hold on, y'all. And motherfuckers will stop. Motherfuckers stop. Make sure her bags get in the house. You know what I'm saying? That's what it was be.
Yep.
I'm gonna say this.
Generation. The parents when they got younger.
We need to start learning how to. But you know what? We need to start learning how to protect ourselves. Into a position where we really think God is gonna come save us, or Jesus is gonna come down here and listen. If God is letting all this shit happen, then He ain't helping us. He ain't gonna help save you from whatever you waiting for Him to save you from. Life is gonna happen the way it's supposed to happen. If that's the case, He wouldn't allow all them kids to get killed.
I feel like this.
Well, these days is already written. These days is already
and that's
written.
what I'm saying. And that's what I'm saying. So if it's already written, why does everybody always got to say, "Oh, well, God did this for me"? God didn't do. That's what was supposed to happen for you. That is what was supposed to happen.
I mean,
so
but you
need to keep doing for yourself. You need to keep doing for yourself.
I guess for me, I still just I ain't saying He gonna come save the world, but I just still have faith in who He is for me in my life.
Right, and I'm not saying not to believe in God or nothing. I'm not saying that. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying people need to start doing for themselves. Because a lot of people, when that religion came into play, it really hindered us.
But we can't do without Him. We can't do without Him.
Well, now, okay.
But He is our creator.
Okay, but now here's the thing.
He created us.
Here's the thing, and this is just my belief. I don't know if anybody else feel this way. I feel like yes, He's our creator. I believe in Him, but I also believe that He gave us common sense. You know what I'm saying? He gave us common sense to know what's right, what's wrong, and all this type of stuff. Like somebody said something to me a little while back. They said that a guy said a man was sitting in a burning building. Say the man told him, "Come on, man, we can go out this way." And he said, "Well, I'm gonna wait on God. If God's my Lord and Savior is gonna come get me."
Oh yeah.
So he said, "Okay." So he sent the ambulance in there to get it. And the guy said, well, I'm gonna wait on God to come get me. They send the fire trucks in there to get him. I'm gonna wait on God to come get me. So the man perished. So he gets to the pearly gates, and he said he sees God, and he asks him, well, God, why didn't you come help me? And he said God told him, I sent your friend, the ambulance, the fire truck, and you just didn't take heed to what I was sending you. You know, so it's like I understand what Janine said when she said about that religion thing, because I've sat there and I've seen people just they about to get evicted. Well, I'm just gonna go to sleep and pray on it. No, you got to get your ass up and get out here and try to get some of this money.
Right. You need to get your ass up and do something.
I mean, well, yeah, to that extent, you know, you're not supposed to be no fool either.
And I think that's more or less what it is that a lot of people is like, I'm not gonna say that they being a fool.
Look how many different gods people worshiping nowadays.
Shit. Here's the thing. They ain't worshiping none of them.
Who's to say they God is wrong? Who's to say who God is right? Everybody always believe. First of all, Christianity is the newest religion. So if anything, that ain't even the oldest religion. So if anything, they gonna say our religion, the Christianity, is the religion that's wrong.
Man, look here.
When it comes to that, I guess when it comes to that, it's just to each his own. You know, everybody. I guess that's what they made this the land of the free. So you know, to each his own with the
true.
The whole religion thing, because everybody don't have their opinion when it comes to, you know, even religion, politics, all of that. Everybody gonna have their own
exactly,
you know, opinion.
Right.
But my whole thing is just for us, you know, as a people, we have to, in order for us to survive, we're gonna have to come together. We have to come together. You know, other than that, we done.
Oh, we ain't gonna make it.
We done. People gonna have to start taking their kids back, you know, because other than that, we done.
Go ahead, Peaceful.
Can I ask y'all something?
Go for it.
How many of y'all own Barbie? How many of y'all ladies own Barbie dolls growing up?
I mean, I did.
Damn, that was a good joke for Timer, but he ain't here.
Now let me ask you this: have you ever noticed that Barbie ain't had not one black friend?
Barbie wasn't black when we was when I was growing up, and she wasn't even black.
Okay, but let me ask you this: why was the white woman the only motherfucker who had a man?
Well, I mean, I don't know.
Social engineering.
I don't know.
You ain't never
but I guess.
Well, it's the whole thing about image. It's the whole thing about image. Just like the reason why they made Jesus black. The reason why Jesus is black, but they made him white. The same reason why they tried to say, you know, the skinny was in back then, and you know it's about the image on what they wanted to look like, you know, what they wanted the world to look at as, you know, this is the best. You know what I'm saying? And they got the money. So and people need to understand the people with the money rule.
Because even when I was a little girl, you know, my skin complexion was still too dark. My skin complexion was still too dark.
And then you hate that. Oh, you cute for a dark person. What the fuck does that mean?
Yeah. You used to be right. And you would always hear that. You would.
That shit used to piss me the fuck off.
Like, really?
Ryan ain't no Fat Alberts, no He-Mans and all that other shit no more.
Because they changed the shit up. They didn't want people to start. They didn't want nobody to be muscular and no man to be muscular or have no millennium. That's why all the gay stuff is going around. The LGBTQ stuff. They put all that stuff out now. They don't want you to be strong.
Well,
Masculinity been attacked. Masculinity been destroyed so damn long ago. It's ridiculous.
well,
For sure.
peaceful. They say Crystal and Brad was the black ones. So somebody begged to differ that Barbie had black friends. They say Crystal and Brad was the black ones.
Have y'all ever noticed that when y'all watch He-Man and he picked up that sword, he turned black?
He did get darker. Now, I ain't gonna say he turned black, but he did get darker.
That was
And then he was
tan.
Yeah, I think he just tanned. Adam was real pale, and he was just this. I think they wanted to make him like a little bronze goddess. God or something. Because trust me, when they made the real one, they didn't put no Mr. T for him. They put Dolph Lundgren. So they do what the fuck they was doing.
Mm-hmm.
So he didn't turn black. He just got real tan, blonde hair, blue eyes, and he was the ultimate superhero.
Oh, you think?
Hey, I want to piggyback on what she was. I want to piggyback what she was talking about and Janine earlier about the God thing. There is a God. Don't ever get it twisted. There is a God. All these different religions, they might have their own different type of thing, like with Jesus and Buddhists and all these different type of things. Those are just a symbol. Now, the one reason why we always stay depressed and we can't never move forward in life, when they wrote that Bible, they said you want to keep people down and depressed, read them a story. Give them this book. Let them read this book and put all their faith in this book. And you ever notice when you go to church and you listen to the minister, he ain't never got to the end of the Bible where it say the end? Who the fuck is going
Never. Nah. I gotta piggyback on you. I'm not the biggest church goer, but in my 48 years, I ain't never heard nobody get to the end of this damn Bible yet.
Yeah.
Nobody. Not in my grandmother's. I've never seen nobody get to the end of this book.
Nope. Can't even tell you who the author is. What the table of contents say? Where the fuck you at? You turn the book, Psalm, John. Damn, man, shit.
Because you know what? And it's funny because I be hearing preachers like, well, did you read that part? And the other preacher like, well, no, I ain't get to that part yet. Like, wait a minute, you ain't read this whole book yet?
It ain't that long.
Right.
Yeah. Motherfuckers, it's like, come on, man. Y'all motherfuckers hoodwinking us answer this shit.
Boy, we got quiet. We not going there today.
That's it. That's all.
Hey, T, like, I'm trying not to hang up on y'all.
Hey, me in the kitchen singing church hymns and shit.
Oh, yeah. T in that folded clothes talking about the good Lord gonna save me. Mm-hmm.
I think it really fucks up some people's minds in regards to that aspect. Thinking like, that savior complex, like someone's gonna come save me instead of, because if you think about it mentally, if somebody in a fucked up situation, I'm just gonna say, my mother, is the situation she was in, she felt like she needed to go to church just to get out of the home in order to get out of her situation from domestic violence and stuff. So it's almost like an escape because you're afraid. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you running from something that you can't run from. It's like you're hiding instead of facing your problem.
My biggest issue with the whole church thing is, I tell people, I say, look, y'all always say praise Jesus. I say, I don't get it. I say, in the book it tells you praise God. Even out his own mouth it say praise God. Why everybody saying praise Jesus? Thank you, Jesus. I say, your prayers ain't being answered.
Where you at, Chill? Where you at? Press that one button.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't saying that. Well, I'm gonna say maybe because you asking the wrong person for stuff. Your prayers might not be answered.
Exactly.
Chill, where you at, baby?
And you know, he
Man, what's
said
up,
out his
man?
own mouth.
I had to call in to say something, man. You know, I
And
had
what if
to
you
say
do
something.
pray? What if you do praise God and your prayers still don't get answered? Then do people still supposed to believe in God or what? Or just because he didn't answer my prayers, what? And I could have been a child. What if I was a child asking for prayers from God?
Let me tell you the funny thing about that.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people who ask for prayers ask for selfish prayers.
No, well, what if you wasn't though? No, I'm just saying, what if you were not asking for selfishly? What if you wanted to get your brothers and siblings and, into a safe situation? You just wanted to leave home because y'all was unsafe.
Guess what? If he separate all y'all and put y'all in 5 different houses, your prayers have been answered.
But what if nothing happened? What if you still had to endure? You just had to stay. Your prayers were just never answered.
You had to run away. You should have ran away.
But I'm a child.
He worked in the city. He worked it. So was Jesus.
Well, that's how, and that's what I'm saying. I think people get to a point where we're like, well, I prayed. I did pray. I did what I was supposed to do, but nothing happened. So I had to do it for myself. So I had to find a way myself.
Okay, so now hold on, y'all. Hold on, everybody. Now I got my man on here. I know he's chomping at the bit to go. Chill, where you at?
Well, man, faith without works is dead, man. You know what I'm saying? And even though we pray for certain things, but where's your faith at in the prayer? And then on top of it, when you're in the word, or if you're not, say he'll spew you out if you're not following him 100%. You haven't given you the whole heart. And I know a lot of times, even myself, I haven't been on point with a lot of different things I talked about or prayed about, and I knew God wasn't really hearing it. So it's all about where you are as spiritually. And then a lot of times, like you said, he takes you to different situations, and it do seem messed up what people go through. But a lot of times when you go through different things, it's for his glory, for you come out on the other side to help somebody. It's not even about us. It's about how y'all was saying earlier about the Bible is it's not never no end to the Bible, it's whatever. And to be honest with the truth about that, just imagine if everybody who knew you, Taz, knew anyone of y'all in this podcast, everybody y'all came across wrote something about y'all, it'd be a never ending story. Those are just the books they pick that they canonize to pick to tell the story of us as a people. Not just it's also our ancestry background, also a history book, one of the most profound history books on the planet Earth, because it's telling the story about who we are as a people, not them white people you see on the pictures and all that kind of stuff. It's telling our story and how we overcame and how we went through it, and how because of our disobedience, he told us if your people as a whole follow me, this I'm gonna do for you. But if you as a whole, if everybody don't come to me because I chose y'all to be my people, if y'all don't come to me, I'm gonna send y'all through hell. I'm gonna let the devil have y'all way, but I'm not gonna let him destroy y'all utterly. Because then I'll be going against my word, which is that y'all gonna inherit the kingdom of heaven. You see what I'm saying? So yes, it'd be a lot of stuff that seems messed up, and this is then we go through all the drama, but all that stuff you're going through, they're supposed to build you up, build your faith up, and to help you build somebody else up. Because if you can't talk about the stuff you went through and figure out a solution to the stuff you went through as a child, your parents might not be strong enough to help you fight through it. But guess what? You as an adult, you know exactly what it feels like to go through the stuff you went through, so you'll know how to help somebody.
Amen.
You feel me?
Amen.
Oh, I ain't about to say what I'm about to say. Go ahead.
But now, what you got to say? Because this we here for. We here for each one teach on them.
Fuck them people. Always talking about
Right.
we supposed to help. We supposed to help somebody else, but then nobody fucking help us. I was like, that shit ain't right, and it ain't fair. And while we still being punished for shit that they did centuries ago, you basically saying that God is just a jealous, angry motherfucker who's spiteful. That's all I hear. Spiteful and angry over some shit that happened centuries ago.
The word tells us that he's a jealous God, putting other God in front of him.
Oh, but no,
That's how
he's a loving God too. So it differs on when they talking about
how is he loving you? How is he loving you? Why do he love you? Because you're being obedient to his word. If you're following other God, because it tells you in the end of 2 Kings, little children don't follow no idols. What we doing? I'm definitely guilty. We on Instagram, we on Facebook, we on TikTok. Oh man, she bad. Oh man, that dude look nice. Oh man, you see what they was doing? We are idol worshiping. You see what I'm saying? That's idolatry. So at the end of the day, we gotta check ourselves. And I get what you're saying about that F them other people. Cause I be feeling the same way sometimes.
Okay, now chill. I got a question for you.
Who's to say Christianity is right? You know, they got Buddhists and they worship Buddha and all these different religions, and some of these religions was here way before Christianity. So who's to say that religion is even right and theirs is not right?
But that's where it says study thyself to be approved. And when they say study, it don't mean just read. That means read, move with a quickening spirit. That's what the word study means. And then also study. Then also it says you will fail by lack of knowledge. And all them people you just mentioned, all them people were actually people of Hebrew descent, were actually black people who went to other countries, and because they were so smart and so powerful, and they were so big, they worshiped them as gods. They was called the Zoroastrians, and what else was it? And it was the yin and the yang people. Even the original, everybody who created almost every religion on planet Earth came from that one little speck of ground. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And then on top of it, Christianity, that is not the name of the religion. Christianity was founded by the Roman Catholic Church, who tried to say we can't beat these niggas, so we got to join them. We got to get in their we got to infiltrate their stuff, just like to do everything we do, from hip hop to
that's why I don't believe. That's why I can't believe in the Bible. That's why I can't believe in the Bible, because that's who wrote it. I already know about the whole Roman Catholic Church and shit like that, and the versions that they didn't redid it, because that's not even the original Bible.
Right. But that's the beauty of it. They can try to rewrite some things, but in they stupidity, when they try to rewrite it and have something, that's your job to know what their word really truly meant in that dispensation. You see, we'll read a word just like I just said, study. We think study means, to get up your knowledge and stuff, but that ain't what study means. It means something totally different. And we just study, you see what I'm saying? So you got to know how to break that thing down, or get up under a ministry, or get up under a person that be like, hey, you know what? This is what this really means. And then go back and look at the etymology of what the words mean. Because the one thing all your grandparents said back in the day, if you want to keep something from a nigga, put it in the book. They ain't going to pick it up and read it. You feel me?
I read it every day, man.
All right, now, chill. Chill. I got a question for you, man.
What's up, baby?
Now,
what's up?
I want to take it back about 5 minutes ago, where you were saying about the we believe in these idols, right?
Right.
Okay. Now, Now I'm just gonna play devil's advocate for a hot second here. Aren't a lot of preachers looked at as idols?
Right.
Exactly. Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
Abusing their privileges, abusing the privileges
You know
that they
what?
have over people and everything.
My sister, my cousin that say about this pastor down in Warsaw, Indiana. He had molested this young girl. He was 16 when she was 14 years old. And then 27 years later, he wanted to confess and said he wanted to step down from the church and all this kind of stuff because he had an affair. But he didn't say who he had the affair with. So everybody was like, "Oh, we still love you, pastor." He's like, "I'm following the convent of the church, and the Bible says we got to do this X, Y, and Z." And then the girl and her husband stood up and said, "No, I was 14 years old when you first raped me on your inside church, and then my brother walked into it and saw us, and everybody tried to shut us up. What was going on? Like, whoa, hold a minute, And then one by one, that magnet was Warsaw, Indiana, because I know the climate in Warsaw, Indiana. And they
I saw that on the news.
I was wondering what happened there.
Hey, bro, you read the Bible, you said, right?
Yep, I read the Bible, I read the Quran, I read the
Okay.
Circle 7.
Okay, me too. Can I ask you this question?
For sure.
Tell me a story about the Tower of Babel.
The Tower of Babel.
That's right.
But the Tower of Babel was when they tried to break the vibrational plane, not they tried to actually build something up to heaven, because you can't build under heaven because we exist on nine I think 9 different planes of existence, and seven of them is seven heavens. So what Nimrod tried to do was he tried to create a device that's gonna break through the barriers of heaven and get into heaven. But when the Most High seen how smart we was, he said, "Man, I gotta shake them niggas up." So that's when he broke them all to different tongues and made everybody start where they couldn't understand each other no more. And they doing the same thing right now with another where they trying to break the black matter and try to break through that. They got a spot in Japan and I think a spot in California, I believe, where they create mini baby booms every so many hours to try to break their vibrational plane. So that's what the Tower of Babel was.
So you do read things.
Yeah.
Just making sure. I follow the Circle 7 too, and I study the Supreme Alphabet.
Okay.
So you were 5% also.
That's the beauty of everything about when they try to say what your religion is. I'm everything because the Most High gave me everything.
There you go.
You understand what I'm saying? They all come and and when they say Allah, if you go into Old Hebrew, it's Allah. I mean, and that means arm, leg, arm, head. What they try to say is right. But when you look in the Bible, when they say that Yahweh reached down from the heaven in Isaiah, he reached down with his right arm and wrapped himself in flesh. That's why Yahshua Meshach, Jesus Christ, is always on the right hand side of the Creator.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So it's still
Chill. I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Someone want to hit you with a question. They said, do all these different religions have the same God?
And you know what? Yes, they do. But the thing is, because of man, they have tried to separate them in political powers, tried to separate them for their own agenda.
Okay.
Because if you look at the Bible and the Quran are just distinctions of each other. And some of the most profound religious texts was found in Egypt. And the Bible even tell you, he said, I'm gonna make Ethiopia and Egypt like my love my children. I love them just as much as I love Israel. And every religious text, everyone, I don't care which one you want to read, it all started right there.
And Chill gonna make me have to go back and go back to my grandmother's house and look for my Quran. Man, I ain't lying, man. Cause I used to go to the Nation of Islam years back, and remember I used to talk to Coach Cheese on the phone and everything like that when he was going through some shit. And I used to read the Malcolm X book to him all the time, man. We'd sit up late at night reading the Malcolm X book and shit, talking about this and that, and you know how they were trying to exploit us over, you know, the white man was the righteous and shit. He was the ruler. You're like, I'm like, man, you gotta wake up your mind, man. Wake up your mind. You know, stop thinking these motherfuckers are shit because that's all they want. That's all they got us designed to keep on thinking. They the shit when they ain't nothing but shit.
And just remember this too, y'all. When it comes to this America, we are the original Americans. Everybody black that's in America didn't come from Africa. We was already here. It was two different native groups on this continent. One was what they consider African black looking, and one was Mongoloid looking. But the Mongoloids, they came years later. And the Mongoloids ain't nothing but a bastard liberation of black people. Because when they say Mongoloidism is what we call now, once the little kid that's born with the Down syndrome, right?
Okay.
That's what Mongoloid started off being. And that started because when Lot had sex with his daughter, and they had children, and they was born with that disease. They was born with that Mongoloidism, and because they looked different, they was made to go further and further east. That's why if right now you can Google it, that the Chinese people original DNA is of a black person. If you go back, the original, what they call them, the dynasties, the Ming dynasties, and all them, they were black people. If you go to the Philippines, look up the Guidos. All them people was black. I've been in the mountains. I've seen them people. Everywhere down in Mexico, they got black people been down there forever. But they'll only show you the European side of everybody and everything.
Yeah. If that Buddha statue, then it's a straight up black dude.
Buddha come from the Phoenician family, the Phoenician side of the Hebrew Israelite family, and they went off, and they went off, and that's why a lot of the teachers all sound alike. That's why they all mirror each other. But that's when Yahshua, when he was 12 years old, I know this is something you probably read that, and there's another book called the Aquarius Gospel of Jesus Christ. When Jesus was 12 years old, and they say he was lost for 3 days, his mom and family couldn't find him. I'm in the temple doing my father's business. But one of the Indian dudes, what they consider Indians, but was from the Far East, that was there when he was born, they gave him the frankincense and myrrh. He came back in town and was like, hey man, I want to take you with me so you can go and minister to the people where I come from. And he took Yahshua away. That's why if you notice, they don't talk about him in the Bible from the time he was 12 years old till he was 30 something. All them years, he was off in the Far East, kicking with all the Buddha, all the what you call other people, the Confucius and all them other dudes. He was in the East kicking with all them. And that's where the term come in, I'm the truth. That's where that term come from. Like everything y'all talked about, y'all was talking about me. I'm here now. What's happening?
I like Chill.
Who would thought y'all would get a church lesson on Sin City Radio? We got it all at this motherfucker. We got it all, baby.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, I got to get out of here, get ready for this next show, man. I'm still listening and everything like that. Peace out to all y'all. Chill. See everybody you need. Oh, man. Y'all killed it tonight. Killing it.
That's what's up. Nah, that's down in here. He over the Ville.
Oh, okay, what's up, baby? How you doing?
Chilling, man. Just, man, enjoying this show. So I'm going to let y'all get back into y'all things so I can get ready for the next one. All right, peace.
Love.
That's what's up,
you know
y'all.
What? I'm going to Vegas. I'm going to Miami in the morning, man. So my plane was 3:00 in the morning, man, but I had to get on and, if I'm able, I'm gonna get on this, show some love to y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? So
I appreciate you. I appreciate you coming on here, Chill.
Yeah,
Almost
appreciate all the words.
almost definitely. When y'all get a chance, check out that on code on Mondays. I'll be sending the Zoom out.
Yes. Send it back to me, man. I'm hella busy, man, but I'm planning on definitely getting on.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be Tuesday this week though. I'm still being Miami. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, cool.
And I haven't really been able to post the ones I want to post because every time I post something, I always got an inside person who be knowing what I'm talking about, and they can't really be seen in the public speaking about the stuff they speak about. So it's like a one. So I ain't had a chance to publish the different things and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But it's getting better and better, man. I thank y'all for the tutelage, bro.
Oh man, hey, thank you. That's what's up. That's what's up. Lord, I feel like I need one of them church fans right now. I bet.
First say amen.
I bet y'all didn't see this coming today on Sin City. All right, now I'm gonna switch gears on y'all. I'm gonna switch gears on y'all for a hot second. We got an event that's coming to Indianapolis. This is kind of like an annual event. The Screaming Union. Now, I've been to a couple of them, and the ones that I've been to, I must say, I did come at them. The couple that I did go. You say, what? I'm sorry, what you say?
I said, didn't they have some shooting going on up there?
Not when I went. Not when I went. Now I have heard that some have got a little out of hand.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just saying this to say, people, if y'all coming, I know a lot of people come from Gary. You know what I'm saying? If y'all coming down here and y'all talking about y'all finna represent Screaming Wheels or whatever, man, be cool. You know what I'm saying? Because all bullshit aside, they're expecting y'all to act the damn fool. And that's what they want y'all to do. Because this motherfucker, Indianapolis, have a way of kidnapping your ass and not letting you go. I know motherfuckers that came down here for the weekend and been here 10 years. Because they can't get off probation. And they won't let you go back home. They don't give a fuck where you stay. Nothing. Long as you long as you paying them. So y'all come. You say what now?
I said not only that, it's people from Indianapolis because it's been all over Facebook, I guess. But it's people from Indianapolis that be out there on bullshit. They come and just start shit.
True
they
that.
Don't like hearing people.
True
Now
that.
they bring the screaming wheel shit. Yeah, we ain't got no screaming wheels down here. So, just be careful in that sense of the matter. I'm going to see what the vibe is, but the last couple of years I went, I didn't know nobody. I didn't see nobody that I went to screaming wheels with. Most of the people, I've never seen them in screaming wheels before in my life.
Well, you got to realize.
I think that they didn't go, not that they didn't go, but I think the very best one they had was the first one.
That definitely was like the best one. But then here's my thing, and this is like, and I'm just gonna throw this out here. Now, I'm 48 years old, so my Screaming Wheel years was probably from 87. From 87 probably to 91. Those are probably my Screaming Wheel years. Now, at what point do I want to see somebody from that far back that I'm like, oh man, we was beefing. I got a problem with that motherfucker. Man, if you see a motherfucker that you got into it with at Screaming Wheels, shake that motherfucker's hand. Shake that motherfucker's hand and y'all can laugh that shit off. Cause y'all too old and that y'all too ignorant to be doing some shit like that. That's just ignorant. That's just some ignorant, dumbass, stupid shit. But I mean, if you go to have a good time. Don't go in that with your whole intent on, oh, motherfucker say something to me is on. Come on, man. You supposed to be, if you my age, you supposed to be going to get your second prostate exam. Fuck you in there talking about fighting for. I'm finna fuck this motherfucker up. I'm finna fuck this motherfucker up soon as I take my blood pressure pills. Man, sit your ass down.
Sometimes some people can be the smartest, dumbest motherfuckers. I really feel like, all black people are really, even if you don't have to have, no education. Just like T was saying, you ain't got to have no education. Our street smart is just enough sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Because a lot of people don't have them street smarts. You know what I'm saying? But it's what you use your street smarts. It's just like you could use those street smarts to do so much. You are so much smarter than a lot of these motherfuckers with degrees. I think some people allow them to intimidate you. But if you really sit down and talk to these motherfuckers with PhDs and all that shit, that's why a lot of people are able to run game on people and shit like that. They not as smart when you talking about street smarts as a lot of us are. And so if we just use it for the right shit, we could get so far, so much farther than where you are.
Exactly. It's definitely true because when my first job was at PA on Bird Street, a cashier. I worked in the Treasury Department. I worked my way all the way up to the Treasury Department. I don't have a degree, but I'll be up there with them, with them. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have a degree. You don't need a degree. You find your gift and you become good at it. You don't have to have a degree. Whatever your gift is, you find what you're good at, and then you become great at it.
I agree.
I like working with numbers. I like working with numbers. I like making my shit in balance.
And I mean, like I say, a lot of people look at us and even now you really can't, because don't get me wrong, I'm still gonna throw me a pair of jogging pants on, a t-shirt, and throw my baseball cap on. But I'm not my jogging pants, you're not gonna see it. If you see what color drawers I got on, that mean, man, you about to do something. And because I don't want no man looking at my drawers no damn way. So even with that,
the sad part about it is they so envious. They so envious and want to be us, and we, that's why I said we got the power because they want to be us. You see how many bad body white women it is around here that everybody wasn't born like that. Black women not true, but they started left and right and want to be us. Because when I work in corporate and I don't go up in there like, oh yes, my name is Felicia. I'm there talking like how I talk. I talk just like I talk now, and they, you are hilarious. You know what I'm saying? I wish I had your strength. I wish I would. So I'd be like, shit, I'm not scared. Oh, there's such and such. I'm not scared of him because he the CEO because he's here. When we leave out of here, he's just a regular person like me.
Man, I used to have.
I don't know why people act like that.
Like when
I always act like that.
Right, like when I worked in the airport once, And they like, oh, here come the CEO. I said, where he at? They was like, right there. Shit, I walked over there. Hey, how you doing? He looked at me. I looked at him. Hey, I'm one of your employees. I can't speak to you.
Right. Who the fuck you think you are?
But you know what? He was cool. And after that, I had every time I saw that man. Hey, Zach, how you doing? Hey, how you doing, you motherfucker? I mean, what the fuck am I supposed to be scared of? I hated that shit. I used to have shit. I hate when I was at a job. Oh, here come the big bosses.
Right. It used to be
That
a
turns you into a biggie.
It used to be a VP that came looking for me
Real
every
shit.
week because he wanted to see what my hair looked like. Because he loved the way I wear my. Where's Talisha? And I have to see how she wears her
Mark,
hair.
you here?
I think you're talking about your pubic hair.
This.
No.
I'm
Look, I wish he was, because then I would have got me a sexual harassment lawsuit. I wish he would have been talking about my piece of hair. I would have got some of his papers.
Shit. Hey, if you showed him a couple of strings, you probably could have got more than that.
Hey, do any of y'all read?
Of course.
Yes, we read, man.
Nah, I'm talking. Oh, okay. Hey, you gotta ask this shit. Motherfuckers look at me like I'm crazy when I say read a book. But you ever read this? You ever heard of this author, Master Yo Naimiki or whatever?
No, I ain't never
Nah, I
heard
can't
of
say
him.
that I have.
I'm gonna send it to you. Jazz, I'm gonna send it to you.
Okay.
Check it out. Real shit. It's kind of deep, but it's banned in the United States for some fucking reason. I can't find it.
But damn.
But if you can find it, send it to me.
See, you should have sent it to me because I could find anything.
I ain't got you fucking. You ain't. That's crazy. I talk so much shit with you. I ain't even your friend on Facebook. Go to hell.
Oh, we're not.
Mm-mm.
Well, I know I can find anything. I'm always researching something or looking up and reading up on something.
It's a book called Awakening the Master Masculine and Awakening the Master Feminine. That's the name of the book.
Okay.
Awakening the Master Masculine and Awakening the Master Feminine.
Master Feminine. Okay.
And you say they banned this book in America?
Yeah. Like, I mean, I ain't gonna say banned, but you can't find a copy of it. And everybody's saying it. And everybody's saying it's a great read.
Mm. Mm-mm.
I'm gonna put my people on it. I should know something about the next show.
Please. I'm sending it to the Zach Scott right now.
Okay, cool. You know what, man? You know what's funny is that people will get on this show and they would hit me up after the show over. Man, I was hitting you up and you weren't even saying nothing. I'm doing a show, people. I cannot look. It's not professional to keep looking at my phone and getting on here texting. I can't. It just don't look right. I'm just saying. So, with that being said, if you have something you want to say to me, you could always just pie out. Put it right there. Call in. It's free. It's free. You know what I'm saying? No, yeah. Y'all know time ain't here, so I gotta say that every once in a while. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
We always doing little initiatives at work. And sometimes, since we're a global company, we gotta do things and think about it from an enterprise-wide perspective. But every time we try to do something like that, we always get somebody. There's always somebody who's like, well, we got to make sure the CEO and the executive leaders don't have to do it. And I'll be like, what the fuck they don't got to do it? You think cause they running the company like they ain't got to do the same shit you asking all the rest of the companies to do? How that look? That don't even look right.
Hell, they got to do something, don't they?
Always trying to get them an out. They always trying to get them an out. And they was like, you gonna come here? Yeah, I'll tell them. I see them all the time.
Man.
I ain't got no problem.
And that'd be the thing. Like, fuck it. I ain't got no problem saying nothing to nobody.
Right.
Yeah, I used to always get you under the bus because I wasn't scared to talk and speak up. And see, that's the thing with them. They could not like something, and they gonna bitch and complain and whisper and this and that. And as soon as somebody says, ask for their opinion, they, I know, I'm fine. I don't have a problem. And then when we speak up, of course, it's a problem. We starting shit in the workplace, but they used to always call us a pot stirrer and all that old.
But you know what? Not, and I ain't trying to be funny, and I think T, you can attest to this. Like, Janine, you're of the lighter persuasion. So it's like when they look at you, they like, oh, they be shocked at the things you say because they assume that you're gonna be this quiet, dainty, like well, you closer to them. You're closer to them than us.
Right.
In complexion.
Right. Yeah.
In complexion, yeah.
See, us, when you get to a certain skin tone, them motherfuckers just look at you like, fuck this, man, this motherfucker. A motherfucker like me, I could go to the gym every day and work out and just become just this big buff ass motherfucker. Now, me and the same guy a white guy could go. We both working out. We working out like a motherfucker. They look at him. Oh, Jim's really been hitting that iron hard, huh? Did Cass go to prison? How did he get so big? The fuck you mean? Man, I heard a motherfucker say that. Oh, he got a prison body. Well, they weren't talking about me, but I'm just saying. I heard a motherfucker tell the other motherfucker he got a prison body. I'm like, what the fuck is I'm like, a prison? What the fuck is a prison body? And I'm like, damn, this dude Jack. What the fuck y'all talking about? Yeah, he look like he been in jail. I was like, that's the most fucked up stereotype I ever heard. Because a black man want to look good about his and feel good about himself and work out. He got to be in prison. Oh, I've seen them check motherfuckers' records. I've seen them check a motherfucker's record. Like, oh, he's a big guy. Well, I wonder if he did any time. I couldn't wait till he got hired. I said, hey, man, they said you was in jail. You should whoop his head. That one right there. That one right there. That one right there.
I always saying some slick shit and try to make it seem like it's a joke.
Yeah.
They'll say some slick shit and then try to make it like, oh, yeah, you.
I gotta ask y'all a question because somebody told this to me, but I was just like, what type of drug this is? So somebody told me it's a drug that I don't know if it's weed or whatever it is, but it gets sprayed on a piece of paper or it's just on paper, and so people can mail it into the prisons and stuff like that. So people don't even have to bring drugs into the prison no more. It's just like a spray or something that's attached to a piece of paper, and they could just mail it in.
There could be LSD.
Tack.
There could be
That's tack. Well, LSD is the same thing. Tack, LSD,
That's
same
what
thing.
they call it. Is that what that is? What LSD?
You know what? Back in the
We
day,
called it tack or something.
yeah, back in the day, my old man used to sell that shit. It's called tack.
Well, I think it's back in the prisons now.
Wow. Now I ain't heard. Now I haven't heard that drug since the early '80s.
Yeah, but they saying now
Peace out, my brother.
smoking it and wrapping it up on a piece of paper or something like that.
Nah, and I think I told this story on the show before. My old man used to sell it, and they would spray it on the paper. And y'all remember that damn, what kind of paper is it? Like damn. Will this be mine right now? But it's not aluminum foil, but it's like what y'all would put over your cakes and pie. Like if y'all was cooking pies and cakes, y'all didn't want it. Remember back in the day when they didn't want the cake to stick, and they would put that little paper up under it and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Do anybody remember the name of that paper?
Parchment, like
Wax, like a wax type paper, wax paper. Yeah.
Oh, like the white paper.
Yeah, that white is white. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Well, they used to put it on that. That's what they used to put it on back then. And I thought it was candy. So, I'm talking about, I just scraped all of it off the paper, put it in my mouth. Oh, this is the nastiest candy I ever tasted. Just so how my old man caught me before I really got to chewing it. And I made me spit it out and start putting milk in, washing my mouth out with milk type of shit. Man, don't you ever tell your mama you did this shit? Huh?
You talking about parchment paper?
Well, whatever it's called, but yeah, that's what they used to sell it on, and they would wrap it up in that, and but damn, I ain't. Whew. I had to go sit down for a minute. I got lightheaded.
They said it's something that they smoking, so I don't know.
Oh yeah, you definitely can smoke it.
People are able to mail it in like in a regular envelope now.
Yeah, and like they would
you know.
I mean they would wrap the paper up like a joint and just light the paper.
Okay. Right.
Now,
Yeah,
some people would inhale it. Some people would just put it over their nose and just suck in the fumes and get high.
Mm-hmm.
It was many ways of doing it.
Mm-hmm.
That was some 70s, early 80s shit right there. That was before the crack hit.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know, at the end of the day, it saves money because then you ain't got to pay no guard to bring it in, to look the other way or whatever. You ain't got to pay nobody to bring it in. You just, you know what I'm saying, have somebody mail it.
Yeah, but shit,
Mm-hmm.
if them dogs ever catch that mail, it's a wrap.
That's why I say unless they got a way to catch it, but I don't know. They seem like it's been working. I don't know. That's what they say. That's how it's been getting in there.
Mm-hmm. Don't you got a baby daddy locked up?
Yeah, he the one that sold it.
I bet you've been selling that shit.
I ain't got all this money for nothing. No, I'm just saying. I don't know nothing about it like that.
Oh yeah, that's some wild shit right there, though.
Mm-hmm.
That shit, woo. That shit take you on the super ride.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
So y'all saying this something like LSD or something like that?
Mm-hmm. If it's the same thing, then yeah. Like I said, they used to call it tack back in the day.
Okay.
Now, don't be having us getting. Look, hold on now. Don't be then. You talking about? Well, I learned it on the show. All right, hey. Mm-mm.
Under no circumstances does this alienate people to get high.
Right.
Right.
Disclaimer alert.
Okay, now my man Law said, it sound like that embalming fluid. No, Lord, that was the wet daddies. You know, those were wet daddies back in the day. That's what that embalming fluid was.
That's the woo.
Yeah, that's that woo woo. That when you stuck your cigarette in.
Mm.
Well, I remember motherfucker gave. Hey man, I remember motherfucker gave me and my boy one gave me a woo stick, but they put they wet the joint. You know, back then it was joints. So man, motherfucker gave me a woo stick. And first time I didn't know. I didn't know it was a woo stick. We smoked, and I'm like, oh, this nasty. Like, if I can get this, and I'm sitting, I'm trying to read this motherfucking magazine. It felt just running all over the page. Man, my boy, he looking at the pattern. Yeah, you know they had an old table. You know how they had a little swirl pattern. He talking about he talking about the table that turned into a black hole and it's felt to suck up my bin now. So I'm holding his arm and he like, no, it's sucking me in there. We gonna die. We gonna die. We sitting there telling each other we love. Hey man, I love you, man. I love you, dog. We didn't think we was gonna make it the next day. But we finally fell asleep. We woke up that next day. Dude, we seen dude that gave us that shit and we beat his ass. We beat Hanger's ass. Hangers, you
people that y'all can try that stuff. Y'all can try it, I think. And it's not to say that it don't affect y'all, because evidently it did. But I think, like for me, myself, and I'm sure there are other people who know this for themselves as well, I cannot do drugs. I just can't do it. Y'all see how I act today, okay? And that's without drugs. So I'm to the extreme with whatever I do. So either the drug gonna make
she gonna know be that first night. Shit, I gotta have some more. Fuck it, we gonna smoke the whole motherfucking. We gonna smoke the whole motherfucking pound.
I mean, it's either gonna make me so calm and so relaxed, but I ain't gonna be able to do nothing, or I'm gonna be on the other extreme. So it ain't never in the middle for me. So I already know that. So I just don't even try. I just don't even try stuff. I just can't even imagine how I would be on drugs.
I pray for the man. I pray for him. I pray for the human being. I can't even just say the man. I pray for the human being.
Definitely, shit.
Really?
I'll say
Like,
that.
Run. Man, y'all got to be. I'm not trying no new drugs at 40. I'm sorry. I can't fuck with no drugs. I was a weed guy. Now you can't even smoke weed no more. Weed got names in fucking commercials now.
Right.
I used to think I used to wish for the day this to happen. Now that I'm sober, it's like, what you call your weed? That shit don't even sound enticing. That shit sounds dangerous.
I'm gonna tell you, man. I mean, the better the weed was, the more paranoid I got. So if I smoked your weed and I was cool, you had some bullshit weed. Now I smoked your weed. And I'm talking about, hey, hang up the phone. Hang up the phone. Somebody listening. You know you got some good weed. I say I don't knock nobody. Hey man, if that's your thing, long as you getting up, this is my thing. As long as you getting up and you paying for your own shit and you ain't sponging off another motherfucker, smoke on, player. Smoke on.
See, that's why a lot of men be thinking they want to be cheating. They don't even be doing nothing. They just be paranoid off that shit.
Shit, nah, that's
Nah, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. Nah, that ain't gonna. Nah. I know what the fuck I know.
Look, we'll have you will see a whole nigga the next day. She be like, you was paranoid off that shit. What no nigga over here?
Yeah, he is, because he's laying there bleeding. He laying there bleeding right now. Shit. Look at it. He is laying there fucking bleeding.
Oh, goodness. Y'all paranoid.
Shit, bullshit.
want to.
He got peaceful started.
She's a liar.
We 4 minutes away to ending this show, and we peaceful was been good the whole night.
And you see, she couldn't let me rest. I was rested.
Oh, goodness. I just messing with y'all. Mm-hmm.
But it definitely was a different type of show. I know a lot of people probably listen to it like, oh, what the hell? But just so y'all know, side piece situation tomorrow. We're gonna keep that going. So that would definitely be. You say what?
I think this is the most peace me and GMO and head in all our interactions on this motherfucker. We have been peaceful today. But it's still fuck you tomorrow.
Now, check this out, y'all. For the people that's calling in tomorrow for the first time, a lot of people keep hearing it. Side piece situation. What the fuck is that? Look here, man. Y'all can get on here. And the beauty of it is y'all can call in. Ain't nobody know who you are. You say, hey, I don't give a fuck what name you give. But come on, y'all got to call in. Y'all got to give me some situations of what's going down. We can't keep telling them. Right, whether you a side piece, you got side pieces.
Or you the woman and your man got a side piece because, you might be, he might have a side piece or she might have a side piece, whatever it might be. Call in.
Call in tomorrow, man. Side piece situations. Trust me, it's gonna be fun.
Share it with somebody that you know cheating.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Your motherfucker, your girl, be like, hey, look, watch this. Hey, you should call this show. She might call you a bitch, but she gonna like the show after it's over. Or he gonna be like, motherfucker, you ain't shit. But he gonna like the show too. Side piece situations. Tomorrow, 8 o'clock, y'all. Okay, let me take that back. 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 7 o'clock Central Standard Time. All right, y'all. Shit, I think we had a pretty good show. So we on that note. T, where you at, baby?
90 seconds.
T?
Hey, where the fuck is Father Time at?
Man, ain't it been peaceful?
Yeah.
Ain't it been peaceful?
You got a point. You got a point. But I miss.
He had to take care of some business today.
All right, but
60 seconds.
Is where he's less, but you know what I mean.
Right. T, where you go?
Just have a great time.
Glad you know you chauvinistic.
I ain't gonna never deny it.
I guess
Glad
T.
you know you weird.
I guess T gone. So peaceful. You got any last words for us?
Yeah, man. Pay attention to your children. Period. That's all I got to say. Because you don't know what they really going through in day to day adventures after they leave your house.
Exactly. Feel you on that. Jadine, what about you? Any last words?
Yeah, good show. Prepare y'all kids.
10
Teach 'em
seconds.
something. Shit, I don't care what it is. How to open a can without no can opener. Shit, something. But it was a good show. And I will be here tomorrow. Talk about side pieces.
That's what's up. All right, now Anna that hung in with us all night. Good looking, Anna. Good looking. All right, y'all. Y'all know how we do it, man. Check us out. Kazone.com, Instagram, Kaz versus Zach. Like I said, once again, Kazone.com. Check out that spoken words. We got all type of good shit on there. And we still got SinCityRadioShow.org. So check that out too whenever you got some free time. All right, y'all. Y'all know how we do it. We up out this bitch. Peace.
Peace.